Hey everyone, welcome to Extraordinary Laww, where fashion, music, art, and trending entertainment draw the line. Hello, Cheryl.
Hi, Effie.
Yes, everyone, last week we were not around because we were at Revolutions doing the Freshman 2014 showcase. And if you weren't there and you missed it, you can always watch the videos that were taped by videographers. You can catch the show, snippet clips on their actual Facebook pages. And you can follow the artist on Instagram. Now, we have the wonderful Mark Hill of F1 Brand Clothing. Mark Hill, introduce yourself now.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Now, Mark, how are you?
I'm good. Doing well.
Doing well?
Yes.
All right. It's good to hear.
So tell us a little bit more about your clothing that you're going to be talking about today.
Well, we started about 2 years ago, and F1 stands for Family First. So as we started, my brother and I, who's unfortunately at another venture today, he couldn't be here with us, but he basically thought of an idea. We both have the tattoo that starts for Family First. You know what I mean? I'm the glue for the family. So we, everyone loves family. Everyone loves to, I'm assuming everyone loves family. So we came out with our first shirt, which was like a F, basically stands for Fuck Friends Family First.
Wait, say that again, Mark. What'd you say? Huh?
It's still for Fuck Friends Family First. You know what I mean? So as that took off, we started to understand that we were a clothing line that everyone wanted to wear. Then we started to have different other designs. We had a graphic designer. We started to come up with different ideas, and then it took off from there.
Wow. So the concept of it was just, it's always been about family. That's always been
It's
your
always
motto.
going to be about family.
That's right. You hear that, people? Family first.
I can see that because I was looking at your fan page on Facebook and I saw that you guys were like, in your bio, you had end at the end of friend, boyfriend, girlfriend. And then with family, at the end of family, it was the ILY, which is which means I love you.
Yes.
So how did you guys come up with that concept?
Well, my brother and I, we're so close. Like, he thinks for me, I try to think for him. So basically, with the I love you, more or less, he has a quote on his arm, which he tattooed himself for me. And it basically said, I love Mark Hill. You know what I mean? And I've been there for him through everything. He's been there for me through everything. So with we realized that, you know, as it says on the fan page, boyfriend has an end, girlfriend has an end, every friend has an end. But your family, they last forever. That's why it has the I love you at the end.
Now, where did the clothing line originate? Did it originate like Long Island?
We were based in Harlem. We started in Harlem. We branched out and we're reaching every other borough, and now we're gonna start to branch in every other state.
Wow,
That's cool. I like that.
yeah.
So what was your inspiration to start doing clothing?
Honestly, well, my brother has a great eye for fashion. He loves it. You know, in high school he won prom king, and he said he was the best dressed, most to succeed. This time the fifth. Myself, I'm all about family. You know, we lost our mom at a young age. My family became my backbone. I played ball. They were there for me. I was there for them, and then family became first.
I like how everything is about family, which it should always be. Like, I think that's really cool.
And I think that I met you a while back. We sat down and talked.
Yeah.
See the smile? He was always smiling. So this is just this is nothing, okay? Yeah. But when you told me the background behind the actual brand, it's with every designer, there is a story behind it all.
Absolutely.
This was not just something that you just thought of and said, you know what, hey, let me just put it out there just because it sounds good. No, this is something that stuck with it.
Yeah.
So whenever you see the pictures, if you go to F1 brand clothing website, the biopic that you and your brother have, you just look like it just reminds me of like some paid in full pic. They're like hugged up against each other, like smiling, like that's my blood. That's my blood. Like I like that.
You know, every party we go to, him and I. Everywhere we go to, basically, it's mostly just him and I. If we're not handling business like he's doing tonight, he's out there. We have a bunch of new designs coming out, so he's out there working. He's out there showing it off. Myself, see where I'm at. I'm here, going, doing what we have to do. So if it's not that, other than that, we're together. Of course, you know, Super Bowl's coming up.
I was just gonna say that. I'm surprised. I'm like, yo, Mark, thank you for coming, but you know, you're not even supposed to be here. You're supposed to be in the city, like me.
I know. I'm actually going to Super Bowl Boulevard.
What today?
Tomorrow. I wanted to check that out a little bit. So
Okay.
hopefully,
Excuse me,
I
Cheryl.
really want to go.
So you going to Perfections too?
Oh no, not Perfections, but
Not the Super Bowl party? Oh, man.
no.
Oh, okay. So we got a couple of pictures up here. We got like 7 pics.
Okay.
We just want you to tell us what in each pic. Tell us what was the concept. If it was a photo of somebody wearing your actual brand,
Okay.
let us know.
No problem. Right there, that's Lance Stevenson, NBA soon-to-be superstar, hopefully all-star this year, leading the league in triple doubles. He basically came out of his condo, and he's been supporting us since we started.
And which shirt is that he's wearing?
That's our Virgin Mary shirt with the teardrop of F1.
Love it, love it. And he's on a lot of commercials too.
Yeah, he's actually doing.
He's doing his thing.
He's doing well this year.
Yes, he is.
Definitely. Shout out to Lance.
Shout out, Lance. That's the picture I was talking about. I love this picture of you guys.
You know, that night we celebrated at La Marina. Right there on the beach, had the water behind us, and we were dropping that Taj Mahal shirt that night, and we were just having a good night.
Love it, love it.
My brother.
Shout out, Justin. I know you out partying. Shout out. Look at Mark, looking like a little schoolboy. Go ahead. What shirt was this?
Well, basically that's the F1 plane. So the concept of that one is me on top of the world, like the airplane is in the air.
Like that. With the aviators.
There you go. That right there is our currency sweater. Basically, everyone loves money. Money is the root to everything. International, and it's basically currency from all over the world.
I actually saw that, and I'm gonna purchase one.
Ah,
Yeah.
thank you.
And I like you know what I like about it? The fact that, like, once again, when you came up with the idea, you and your brother, you thought about it, you're like, you know what? We can't just put American money on this. We got to put European. We got to put money from all around the world.
Definitely.
Concept of it is just, I love it.
Definitely.
I love it so much.
Yeah, you can't make it without money.
This one too.
Well, this one here, you know, the detail in this sweater means a lot. What happens in this sweater is inspired by Tiffany. We have it's a bird dropping F1 Tiffany boxes out. So basically, birds is all over the sweater, dropping the F1 boxes, and every girl got a secret surprise inside.
Yeah, we got Justin. That's the surprise inside the box. We got Justin.
Definitely.
Justin is looking so dapper here. It's ridiculous, okay? Against the Tiffany and Company building in Manhattan. He's doing his thing.
Definitely.
Now, who was the photographer for this?
Actually, that was what is his name? I think his name was Michi. I believe so.
Michi?
Yeah, Michi was the photographer for this one.
Love it. Shout out to Michi. You did a wonderful job. I love it.
I love this shirt.
Yes. Now, everyone, this is Juice.
I like
you
this
know.
shirt.
basically a hood classic. This is what we all know. Tupac, Raheem, best friends in the movie. So the concept behind this, as you know, our company is family first, F1, everything like that. So we know that everyone ain't loyal.
Yeah.
Which stands for real. Basically, everyone ain't loyal. That's what it is. And that's what Tupac did to Raheem in the movie. We kept it like that.
Now it's funny. Everyone that I showed, like, cause I show your designs to a lot of people. Okay, I showed them this shirt. They were like, "Yo, who made this? Effie, let me get like 10 shirts." I'm like, "Oh my god, the juice!" Like, this concept is just
breaking news.
Yo, this is like out of the box.
Breaking news.
I love it. It is breaking news. This is definitely breaking news.
Can I ask him a question?
Yeah.
Now, when you print like on the sleeves and in areas that normal printing doesn't go, are you printing the fabric and then cutting the shirt, or are you cutting the shirt and then somehow printing?
Well, we have to do cut and sew. That's what we're doing now. Cut and sew.
You're printing the fabric first, and then you cut the shirt out of the fabric?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly how it goes.
That's cool because
it actually
right?
prints with it. It's called it's basically synthetic printing and everything. It comes with the shirt. Everything goes hand in hand with the factory. The manufacturers do everything. We give them the template, and they do it all together.
And then you actually cut them and make the shirts.
My brother, actually, like I said, my brother, he's the brains behind everything.
Okay. No, because I do direct-to-garment printing.
Okay.
But I can't print, what I'm saying, all over the place. Like that's incredible. So that's what I'm saying. It's not easy to do that. So that's why I figured he must be printing the actual fabric first and then cutting the shirts out of the fabric.
Yes.
That's no joke. So good job.
Thank you.
See, look at this.
Now, the type of printing that you do, what is the difference between this type of printing and like screen press?
Well, this actually gets printed directly into the shirt.
So it's kind of like the design is like.
Well, see, the screen printing is you're printing through a screen, so the ink is going through the screen. It's attaching to the shirt.
Yes.
Okay, you can only do spot colors. On direct-to-garment, you can actually do gradient, but what he's doing is because when I do direct-to-garment, I'm printing in the shirt too, so the inks are dyeing the fabric of the shirt. But I can only print on the shirt itself. He's getting the fabrics printed direct-to-garment.
And then I see what you're saying.
All the fabric is being printed. He's laying it out in the design. They know what to cut, so they know where the layout needs to be. So they're printing the fabric in sheets, and then his brother's cutting them out and making the shirts.
Yeah.
That's exact opposite of what
and I love
most people do, because most people just do screen printing or direct to garment. They print on a certain area of the shirt, but these guys are actually printing the whole fabric. So
that's funny, because I was wondering why your shirts are like so expensive, because I'm a fashion designer as well, but I do screen printing. So I'm like, it must be that expensive because of the type of type of garment.
It takes a lot of time, energy, like you said, and then the fabric that we actually do use, it fits your skin so nicely.
Oh, excuse me.
I like how you said
that. A little bit more smooth operator-ish over here. Like, geez, you have to get some strawberries, everything. What the heck is going on here, Mark?
So what's can you tell us a little bit about what's new, like what's coming up for F1?
Since we have our, right now everyone's leaning towards the spring line, and we were actually in competition with a lot of the up and coming brands that's coming out. So we actually did our jerseys coming out. We're dropping our jerseys really soon. We have the F1 jersey. We do it in a lot of different colors and that. We have our sweatsuits coming out, and we have a few other new prints. And then we want to switch from actually doing the screen printing to doing a lot of the tank tops for the summer when that drops out. We have body suits for the women. We're doing a lot. We're gonna actually start to focus more on the women this year and the kids, because we focus so much on the kids, on the men, that we're established really.
Yeah.
We're established with the men more or less. So we want to actually get our female fan base up in our children.
Yeah, I saw actually when you go to Mark Hill's Facebook, you have a couple of pics with the cutest children wearing what Justin a little girl's wearing that.
Yes.
She is adorable. Like, You see this girl? She's wearing the glasses.
Yeah,
I
that's
call
one
the
of our-
wears Waldo glasses.
She's one of our children's model that we have.
Mhm.
She is beautiful.
Beautiful
She-
girl.
She modeled our first sweatsuits that we've had when we were just doing the F1 sweatsuits. She also did the Tiffany sweater. She did our King Tut sweater, our King Tut shirts. Of course, we had another male model for that too, male kid model. And we're gonna go back towards the sweatsuits because everyone was asking for it again. So since it's requested, we're gonna go to it.
So when do you think you'll be ready? Because I asked you this before. I honestly can see you doing Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week, you and your brother. I could see you guys doing that. You're
You did
almost
ask me
there.
that. You asked me about the Fashion Week. I personally felt that we weren't ready for Fashion Week. Back then, we almost did. We have so many new designs. We have so many new ideas coming out. And we actually, we're putting everything, we're doing it. That's the main thing, that we're able to do it now. Every idea that we have and that we're thinking about, we're bringing it to life.
Yes, I see. Because not just you guys bringing it to life. Like literally, your designs speak for themselves. Like
you know what? In every design that we have, let me just say, it has a name for it.
Yeah.
Like nothing just comes out of nowhere. Like the shirt that I have on now is our Rose Towers. If you actually look at it, it's an ice rose in the background. And it's 2 towers with the waterfall.
Love it.
So it's Rose Towers. So everything that we have has something to do. Like we have our you might have seen on the page, we have the play every hand to the end, the cards.
Yes.
My brother and I, we both have the tattoo on our forearm, which says play every hand to the end.
There was one on there. I think it was a black and white shirt with music.
Oh yeah, that's inspired by some of our singers that we know, the celebrities that we have that's rappers. They breathe, sleep, eat, think, drink, music. So why not put something out for them?
It was actually, I actually showed that to 2 of my friends who's producers, and they are looking forward to purchasing those also, because I felt like, in a way, it's an inspiration for musicians to go out there and grind. And, I really like that shirt as well.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
It is. It basically shows the dedication that they put into it. That's what it was about.
Love it. Every design has its own name, its own story behind it, and your designs are very eye catching.
Yes.
So it just makes you want to I'm a female, but I love men. I don't know what it is. I love men's clothes. I just love it. So sitting there, I'm scrolling. I'm like, oh man, this is hot, yo. Oh yeah, okay. I gotta write. Okay, yeah. Mark is coming to the show. Oh yeah. Dang, this is hot. I gotta call Mark. Mark, you gotta hook me up, yo. This is crazy.
But it's funny because do you ever see females, they rather have the men's sizes rather than a female shirt? Because
Absolutely.
even with myself, I see a lot of females, they would rather want the men's instead of the females. Do you think that's a dominant thing in fashion in general?
In today's fashion, is actually both. Women are wearing men's sweaters, men's shirts, and making it look sexy. They're wearing it and they're making it look better than men. Then you have some men that want to wear the women's jeans.
Yeah. We're not even going there.
I mean, that's not for us, but he teaches his own.
Well, that's crazy because we actually have 2 sexy looking girls wearing
I definitely have 2 models.
one brand clothing. Beautiful ladies.
Care to show
Come
us?
over here. Or can I see?
So we have
Beautiful. See, I said they're beautiful, aren't they? Now tell us about first one over here.
all right. We have this is the King Tut shirt. This basically was inspired by most of our heritage. Basically, we have the F1 teardrop once again. Pyramids. beautiful shirt. We had a few celebrities in that one as well. And once again, we have the F1 plane. You know, this one we actually put a lot of time and energy into it, a lot of detail in it. If you look at it, we have the F1 plane going above the city. City's at the bottom. And of course, we have the currency up top.
Loved it. I love it. This is, you already know.
It looks like how long does it take? Like, what's the average time that it takes for you guys to finalize a shirt?
Man, it takes, my brother, when we actually come up with the idea and we start to put everything down and want everything to come out, it takes us about a week to actually do one full order for the first order that we do. Just about, and I say a week, I mean a lot of hours in that week. All day, barely getting any sleep. You know, we're putting a lot of time into it. Then, and that's just for a few, just to get something out there for everyone to say they got that first shipment. Then after that, it takes more time for the rest of them.
How long does it take your brother from the fabric to actually cut up one shirt? If he was to just
one shirt,
make one shirt,
it'd be about a day almost.
Really?
Wow.
Like when I say a few hours, like, you know what I mean? And he does one, and then he might work on another one, but it takes a few hours just to do one or two, you know?
Wow, okay, cool.
Talented, though.
It's a lot of work.
Really talented.
But that's what makes the shirts, because everybody else is just printing on the same general area of a shirt.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's just a generic shirt. This is full blown. I mean, this is.
I know sometimes I'm at home and I'm like, it gets boring doing the same thing over and over. I'm like, I need to try something different out of the zone instead of the regular. You know, everybody's doing the same thing nowadays. This is something different because you don't normally see much of this.
Well, this is much more of an investment than just printing regular.
Yeah.
Because basically you actually having your sweater with the printing on it instead of, you know, when you wash it, when you actually dry it, everything, your sweater's still the same. That shirt is still the same. That shirt still fits your body the same way when you first bought it.
Now, is these like 100% cotton or?
It's a mixed blend, but at the end of the day, that's what prints the best for us. You know.
But it looks like it's like very like comfy
thin,
and
yes, thin, it's comfortable, it's fitting. You know, it actually, as you can feel yourself. There you
like
go.
it's, honestly, like I could wear this every day. She's like, I can wear this every day. I love it. Like,
hint, hint.
I know. He already knows. Hint, hint. LA, thank you for that hint, hint.
Oh, we got
he knows.
I know you had me in my bank statement. Like, can I afford this? Let me check.
Cheryl, I was on this, like, seriously, like, sitting there, you're just looking at every shirt, and it's not like, you know, like how with some designers, you're like, I could live without that. Maybe I'll take that. Everything that F1 brand clothing has, I want it in my closet.
You know, one thing
I want it in my closet.
Is we try to be competitive with a lot of designers, but we try to still market to people that could afford it. So let's just say with the type of fabric that we do use and the time that we do put into it, we still compete with, and we still actually have the price set at something where you could afford, such as Rockaware, such as Sean John. We're not going to go too high to where you're paying the same price as a Gucci or a Fendi, but at the same time, we get the quality of Gucci and Fendi with the price of a Rockaware or Sean John.
So how do you come up with your pricing? Do you like compare and contrast between like different companies and like what you guys think inside your head is a perfect price?
We do compare and contrast, but also the time that it takes to make one garment, and then the demand for it. When we start to get high demand for one product, it starts to say, well, we got to make a large quantity of this, and we have to do it fast, at a fast pace. So, of course, with that, we might, depending on how it goes, we may have to put more time in, you know?
So what would you say is like your main market? Like, are you thinking more so along the lines like Jimmy Jazz, Dr. J's, or more like Macy's? Because, you know, Sean John and Rockaware, they were sold, you know, Jimmy Jazz, Dr. J's, and then eventually got to Herald Square. Macy's is like, you know, you've made it once it gets into there.
Absolutely.
You know?
So with us, you know, we had a few offers to be in those type of Jimmy Jazz, those type of stores. we are looking to be in the Macy's, the Bloomingdale's, and those type of stores to say that we have made it.
You guys are gonna make it. For real. Like this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. This is talent. This is hard work, because this is literally hard work. This is blood, sweat, tears, all that.
Absolutely.
This is day and night.
This is what we live for. This is what we do every day.
So a few years from now, I say this to all my guests, but you can't predict the future. But a few years from now, where would you guys want to see yourselves?
You know, we asked ourselves the same question recently, swear to you. And we want to actually be in Soho. We want to be on Fashion Week. We want to be one of the ones that travel to Milan. We're one of the ones that you see our brand and you say, the same way how For Us, By Us made it, you want to say Family First made it the same way. They started out in the trunk of their car. Yeah. We started out as brothers that made it, and we trying to make it.
It's good. And you know, Fubu came a long way after that. Like, they were advancing into... They spread out like wildfire.
Definitely.
Okay.
You know, they started, like I said, it started out in Queens on the trunk of their car. You know, us, we started out with our first shirt going to a party. You know, just wearing a shirt on my birthday going to a party. To then saying how, oh, everyone likes this shirt. We have the resources. We have the marketing tools. We have everything that requires, that can make us a real clothing line. Why not?
Now, do you sit back and just say to yourself, wow, we have an NBA player wearing our clothes? Like, does that ever like dawn like, whoa? It
becomes like, surreal sometimes. It definitely does.
Because
to say how we, you know, to be, I still look at us as regular individuals. You know, I can walk down the street tomorrow. You don't know who I am. But you know what? That NBA player right there has our clothing on.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. That's what's up.
How do you kind of I think I saw a couple of people that has like the similar type of design concept as you. How do you try to differentiate like be different from them?
Well, it's always the what's next concept. You know, when we first started, like I said, we started out with the Big F and the Buck Friends Family first. Then we actually went to the leather. You know, leather was big last year. Leather became big this year, but we had it last year. So then now we're doing the printing. So now we're going to move on to the next big thing before someone else gets it. That's how we stay relevant. We want to go to what's next beforehand. We want to stay relevant, period. We want to keep getting next, keep being new, keep you guys wanting us.
Absolutely. Do you have an online store that people can go to?
Definitely. It's called it's www.f1brand.com. You can order all of our products there.
And where can they find you? Are you on Instagram, Twitter,
definitely. Facebook? We're on Instagram at F1brand. Instagram, that's the F1 brand. We have Twitter at F1 brand. And we have Facebook at, guess what?
F1 brand. So, really cool. Now, I want to ask you this because I can definitely see you guys doing like photo shoots, like editorial things. Like, what would be like a major magazine that you would want to work with? Like, hands down, first one.
Because of course, I think everyone wants to make the GQ.
Oh, GQ. Oh, okay.
We're a men's clothing line. We make it the GQ. Oh gosh. But
you know how many GQ magazines I have at home right now?
But we're urban, so you know we'll start out with a lot of the urban magazines.
Yeah.
You know, of course.
Like, so urban magazine, what you mean, like Source, Complex magazine? Definitely. I didn't even know that
Source.
was owned by Mark Echo.
Oh, Complex,
so,
of course.
Yeah.
But you know, all the ones that are market us, you know, I know that every so often you have it in like I said, you know, you just said Source 5. I don't know too many of those.
Yeah.
You know, you have our ethnic
demographic,
demographic that's in it, and they also, it's urban. It basically markets to people that we actually market to all the time.
That's pretty good. I mean,
Absolutely.
I mean, we do have a video shoot coming up soon. Well, we're gonna shoot a video with the F1.
okay.
We have one scheduled for March. That one, so we have a few, which is gonna be displayed basically for the F1 brand.
Now, are you gonna like? This is what I'm assuming, and I might be wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. Now, when you're doing this video, are you gonna like shoot it in like where it originated, Harlem?
Absolutely.
Okay. See, I'm
You
a
know.
psychic.
We got, and then we're gonna have a bunch of all of our designs from day one to the future to what's coming out next, all in the video, and we're just gonna have fun. That's all it's about now. It's having fun, having fun with our designs, having fun in general.
Now, do you have your own like personal videographer, photographer?
At the time, yes, we actually we got somebody that works with us, and she's great. You know.
Who's that? Shout her out.
Oh man.
I think I know her already.
Want to shout out Falana at Phenomenal Reflections.
Oh,
And,
she's actually doing my photo shoot next week.
There you go.
She's amazing. She's
She is.
phenomenal.
She is.
That's good.
Yeah.
So
So-
tell us something like. Just tell us something random about, like, tell us something funny about, like, a funny moment with your line.
For F1. I could tell you more of that embarrassing moment.
Tell us.
About a year ago, we had the F1 barbecue. You know, we set it up. Had we had a large turnout, but no music.
Oh my God.
Wait, so what? There was
So
no
what was the music like?
Well, what happened was we had to get the permits beforehand to get the music started. So we had to run a wire from someone's apartment just to get the music going. But it was a beautiful turnout afterwards.
You don't read that you have to have the permit before you have something in a park or anything?
That's no, but really?
I didn't
No,
see the-
yeah, you have to have a permit to have music.
Well-
A
But
DJ or whoever, like
but-
any type of music.
But where was this? This is out
Oh, this
here
was
or
on
in the city?
no, this was in the city. This was on Manhattan
Ah,
Avenue.
come on now.
Obviously Manhattan Avenue by Central Park. And yeah, that wasn't thought about. We was doing so much
No, because
so
we
many
don't.
other things, and I just didn't think about getting a permit for a DJ.
Not because I'm from Queens originally, and whenever we had a block party or an event,
Exactly.
we didn't. There was no permit for nothing. They
So I had-
blared the music and.
I don't know, like I'm originally from Long Island, so even a block party, it's
Long
like
Island, yeah.
we had to ask the entire neighborhood if we could have a block party. Like it had to be confirmed through the neighborhood and the police department.
What?
And even
Wow.
we would have a lot of barbecues in like Eisenhower Park, and we would have to like pay a minimum to, you know, have DJ or even alcohol in the park or whatever the case may be. Like it's really strict.
Well, we didn't have to pay. We didn't have to. We didn't get permission. We just thought we could do the block party thing. Just run a line,
Man.
and actually have a F1 party. Obviously, we were wrong, and
Well, yeah.
we were silent for a while.
So you're gonna have another F1 party?
We definitely are. We had, instead of doing the barbecue, we had an F1 party in the club. But this year, since we're gonna celebrate our 3rd annual, we're actually gonna do it bigger this year.
That's right, and of course, you know, Cheryl and I will be there
Yes.
because we'll
We
be
have
wearing
Long Island in the
F1
building.
brand
There you
clothing
go.
on.
We have 2 pieces.
Now you know what? I heard on the radio today, and I know this is a big thing every summer, and I plan on going there wearing an F1 brand T-shirt. Rucker Park. I can see you guys doing Rucker Park.
You know, since it's Harlem, anywhere that's big in Harlem, we're there. We're there. We're gonna actually we're gonna Dykeman. Dykeman. Harlem is basketball. Let's just
It's
start
like
there.
near
basketball.
125th.
No, Dykeman is uptown, but it's also
You know,
a
I'm
big
from
tournament.
Long Island. I don't know nothing.
We gotta get you in the city.
Yo,
Oh,
for
yeah,
real.
you gotta
I
certify.
told already.
Actually,
Gotta
I
get you
have.
out there.
I actually have to go to the Bronx Saturday, which I'm sitting there and I'm looking on MapQuest. And I'm like, I have no idea where this is. I don't know where this is. I don't know where this
Grand
is.
Concourse.
I have to get used to.
So,
right in the.
Since we're gonna have you in the city wearing F1 brand, right? We definitely gonna have. We definitely gonna have you at Rucker Park, and that's what Entertainers Classic Basketball. We have a bunch of everyone comes out there, honestly, and to represent our clothing there. That's always been a big thing for us. That's always gotten us noticed, and then of course that, like I said, Harlem is basketball in the summer. Basketball is Harlem.
Well, definitely let us know. We will definitely be there.
Definitely.
Support the F1 brand.
Always.
So, have you ever thought about, going international?
Honestly, to answer that question, we've had a lot of customers from Amsterdam. We've had customers in Europe. A lot of them have purchased the F1 brand.
That's a good thing.
We've shipped.
Just
all
shipping
over.
expensive, right?
At the end of the day, they pay for their shipping and handling.
Yeah.
And whoever requests it, we send it.
You send
That's
it.
good. Yeah. This is
Do you see more of your customers from international or national?
Well, initially it was from our demographic from Harlem. Harlem, the Bronx. We started in Queens, started to branch out to Queens, Brooklyn. But as of recently, we've gotten more of an international out-of-state buzz.
Okay.
So the expansion, how long did it take where you just were like, wow, okay, so now we have people overseas looking at our merchandise? That's honestly, I really do feel like, I know you're saying like you're just a regular Joe, but I feel like you guys are just like there. It's like it's literally you're there already. It's branched out.
I could taste it.
Yeah.
But
when do you feel like
it.
you're there? Like when in your mind do you feel like you're there?
When I feel like we're there is when I actually can walk down the street and see it. That almost everybody wearing something F1. Every designer has had their time and their moment in the spotlight. When you walk down the street, you see everyone in Rockaway. You walk down the street, you see everyone in Fubu. You walk down the street, you see everyone in Sean John. You see everyone in the Coogee.
Yeah.
I want that to be us. When you walk down the street and you just say, yeah, now we made it. The average person is wearing F1 brand.
Has there ever been a time where, even if you're just walking on the street or it's someone in your family that you knew, like, your time is now just off of their words? Like, what's the most inspirational words that you got from someone?
When we designed a couple of pieces from this winter, we've had individuals that weren't believing us initially say, I like that. That right there is going to make y'all famous. And that kind of meant more because you were a non-believer initially. Now you're saying, oh, these kids got it.
You know what? That's what it is. Having the lack of support sometimes can sort of give you like a defeatist attitude, or sometimes, it might make you feel defeated, but then also it can motivate you in a positive direction to prove everybody wrong at the end of the day. Like, you already knew that you could do it. And now that you and your brother are doing it, and you're doing it in a big way, having celebrities wear it, whether they're rappers, NBA players. There was a picture with Fabulous. I think it was your brother and somebody else. Like, I was like, Fabulous is wearing this too. And Fabulous is a known rapper.
Absolutely.
So it's like, this is you guys are just making strides. You're making strides every day.
How did you
Fabulous,
get
shout
into
out
the
to
run
Fab.
with? How did you run into Fabulous to get to support your line?
Well, actually, we didn't run into him. He ran into us.
Oh, that's cool.
How that happened was, Fab, somebody from his team, actually reached out and loved one of our shirts, which started out with the Taj Mahal shirt. I'm sorry, the King Tut shirt, excuse me. And he loved it. When he loved it, Fab loved it. Fab wanted it. So then from Fab went to, Foxy Brown's camp with Pretty Boy. Then we've had so many other celebrities contact us that just, let me see what you guys have. We were hanging out with K Michelle, and she actually wanted it. Then we get to Fred the Godson. You know, he's a big supporter for us. You know, him and he's wanted. So we don't just service, you know, the small guys. We service Fred. You know, we service everybody.
No, you didn't. He said we don't just.
This was actually a topic recently with a few of my friends that's in the fashion. Do you think this is the time to like include plus size more than the smaller size? Because as you can see, the smaller size is dominant over the plus size. Plus size females, they're not, or males, whatever the case may be, is not seen as much. So when you go around, they're like, well, do they have plus size? Do you think this is the time that maybe you guys might, you know, focus on plus size as well?
I had a guy ask me that as well. So that's a market that's not conquered yet. And one thing that we do like to see is that there's plus size models, there's plus size guys and women that love to look good. They love to get fly. Why not? Strut it. You know, look good too. And that's what we like to do. We like to show them that it's not only for any size. It's for small, big, and indifferent. Everyone can look good in it.
I think plus size is actually coming like a big topic these days because just randomly with one of the magazine articles I wrote about plus size. 2 days later, I saw an article on the internet about plus size. Then another clothing line that I was just looking at is now dominant in plus size. And then I'm like, maybe that's the trend that people need to go to now.
But that's the thing. If you go to, like, okay, I go to Instagram and I get random people that'll follow me from overseas, okay? A couple of companies, one woman from England is following me. She's Myra Plus Size, I think. Myra Plus Size Designs. Then there was a Colombian woman who specializes in plus size designs too. And she models herself, but she also is catering to, and it's not just like, you know how you have the Avenue and you have Ashley Stewart, they cater to a thick, they're not even plus size models to me. They're not.
Yes, okay.
They're just thicker women. That's
Okay.
it. Okay? Now, these women, this is like plus size. These women are wearing like a size, 22, like, but they look so, like, they look beautiful. The designs are like out of this world. So you're right, Shara. Like, now it's becoming more of like a plus size thing.
And that's actually what it is, because I have, as you know, we do cater towards males. And there's so many men who are living comfortably, and they're comfortable in their size. They may be, they don't consider themselves plus. Biggie was big, Big Papa. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, he was fly. He had us wearing Coogee sweaters.
Yeah.
So why can't we have, Fred? Why can't we have, Fat Boy wearing our clothes and having and that's his, when I say Fat Boy, I meant to say, his younger brother who's rapping. Not you, Fred. At the end of the day, why can't we have them wearing our clothes and looking good in it and showing that F1 brand can cater to all sizes?
Yeah, I mean, look at Rick Ross. Rick Ross just kills it whenever he dresses. Like, come
Definitely.
on now. So you're right. You're definitely right about that.
Now, in the future, do you think that F1 is going to be more of, do more of like pants, hats, like any other accessories?
Well, we do have snapbacks that we came out with. We do have Skellies that we did start for the winter, but we're gonna, as far as pants go, we would look into it a little bit, but of course we get creative with the shirts. We can show our creativity with the shirts. With the pants, we could do we could be slightly creative, but we are gonna branch into that eventually.
And that's good because you know what? You're right with the shirts because when you're looking at somebody, I mean, yes, you look at the hat and whatever, but your eyes go directly to like here. And that's why I said your brand is just, the designs, it's so eye-catching. It's like, okay, like forget about getting to know you. What's on your shirt? What is that? No, for real. Like, what is that? Like, you really want to engage. And this just like speaks for itself. So on so many levels, it's just, it's neat. It's edgy. It pops. It's fashion. It's music. It's everything.
Of course.
It's everything in
And
one.
that's the blend between them all.
Yeah.
So is there any shout outs or anything that you want to give to anyone? Just let it all out.
Let it all out. First off, I want to shout out everybody that has worn F1 brand and has supported us from day one. Once again, shout out to Fab, shout out to Freddie Garza, shout out to my brother at Justin Banks who couldn't be here. Shout out to Lance Stevenson. Make sure you become an All-Star this year. Vote Lance Stevenson into the All-Star.
I think they did the voting, didn't they?
They did, but we need him on as a reserve.
Okay.
And like I said, shout out to all the F1 models that's here today too.
Yes, the beautiful ladies. Got
What's
the
your
chocolate
model's
and
name?
the vanilla.
We have Cayenne Armani, and we have Slippy or Mickey on Instagram.
This is a wonderful interview, and once I posted that you were coming to the show, everybody's like, "Yo, who is that? Who is that? I gotta get that shirt." I'm like, "Oh my gosh!"
We're available. We support us. Support us. Keep us relevant. Keep us going.
So just give them your website and Facebook information once again.
Okay, once again, you can get the clothing at www.f1brand.com, and you can follow us on Instagram at F1brand, Twitter at F1brand, once again at Facebook at F1brand.
So thank you again,
Thank you
again, for coming by and letting us interview you in your fabulous line.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And I
Thank you for
hope I
having
see
me.
a lot more of your clothing.
Definitely will.
Oh, yes, we will. Because I know I will. And these beautiful ladies, I know I will be seeing them again as well.
Yeah.
F1 brand clothing, guys. We love you. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you.